What's going on, Atlanta Falcons fan? This your boy Antoine Smith. Stopping in right quick to give my quick thoughts on an article on Bleacher Report. Y'all know I scour articles to get, some content out to y'all. But one article that they just put out, I think it was a couple of days ago, couldn't get to it. But they said the Atlanta Falcons could be a surprise playoff team. But really, is it a surprise? I don't think so. And I'll give y'all my thoughts on that as soon as we talk about this article right quick. Because look, I'm talking to me, the Falcons have been 2, 3 plays, uh, bad clock management, all this stuff away from being a playoff team. But the first funny thing about it, the Falcons are the number one team on the damn list. It's been 9 seasons since we made the playoffs. It's got to change, right? Sooner or later. You see the two guys right there, and I think that's the biggest question mark. And this is why a lot of websites have us ranked 29th worst roster in the league, 29th ranked roster in the league, and that's pretty low. That's down there at the bottom because of the quarterback position and the coaching. I think. But let's look at this article right quick. Says after years of being mirrored in mediocrity, Falcons are poised to break out. They have plenty of stars on their roster, and this is why I don't understand the 29th ranking. They have plenty of stars on their roster in recent seasons, but lack the coaching staff and system need to turn the individual standouts into a cohesive unit, and they made the biggest point of all. I've been saying that for God knows how long. Lack coaching, and the system sucked because the offensive coordinator sucked, the defensive coordinator sucked, and then I'm not talking about Ulbrich, I'm talking about Jimmy Lake, and not talking about Jerry Gray either, but the cohesiveness of the coaching staff just never panned out in that regime. Thanks to the shrewd decision to hire Kevin Stefanski, and a lot of people say that, but I think I absolutely love it. Atlanta should turn the corner and snap the league's second longest playoff drought, and I think the longest is, if I'm not mistaken, the New York Jets. Stefanski has a history of hitting the ground running in his first season with Cleveland. He got it a side that had made just one playoff appearance since 1994. He talked about Cleveland Browns when they made it with Baker Mayfield in his first year. He turned Baker's career around in the system that he ran. This is why I absolutely love Tua coming in. This is why I absolutely love it. For Mike Pence, he can absolutely turn around this system too. One of the regime's best offseason moves was snapping up Tua 1.3, as we always say. Following his release by the Dolphins, he was coming off a pair of middle of the season, but oversaw the league's number one offense in 2023. And as I keep telling y'all, he led the league in passing yards that season. So that lets me know he's able to get the ball where he needs to make the correct throws and put the ball in the end zone if need be. We saw he did at Alabama. So, look, telling y'all, this could be a scary team if everything goes as planned. Clearly has the talent need to unlock Atlanta's offensive potential. And they're actually talking about Kyle Pitts, Drake London, and we know about what Bijan Robert can do. Zachariah Branch, Jahan Dotson, more weapons. So this offense, I would say, player-wise, it kind of resembles the 2016 Super Bowl team, which was one of the highest scoring teams in NFL history. But again, you got to think about the quarterback position. And if y'all go back and look at the video I posted about Chris Chandler in that 1998 team, and y'all can catch that interview with Jesse Tuggle, he talks about that a little bit and how it mirrors each other. And it made sense because I actually talked about it before I asked the question. That's why I asked it from a NFL pro. And I'm telling you, I absolutely love it, man. But it said Tagovailoa will need to beat out Penix for the number one job in training camp. Penix is running out of chances after a dismal sophomore season ended early due to yet another injury, which was an ACL injury. Tagovailoa inevitably takes the reins. The ceiling of Atlanta's offense will be raised significantly. And they try to slack Penix a little bit, but I'm telling you, if they say it's still an open competition, I got to trust that. Tua Tagovailoa starting week 1 was just my opinion, and health is wealth, and that's why I made that decision. I keep saying that, but hey, yeah, what it is. Atlanta made several other needle-moving moves. Drake London led receiving courts, bolstered by Olamide Zaccheaus, Jahan Dotson, while the offensive line secured a major piece injured Warren Taylor. The defense improved with pickups of Mason Smith coming in the trade for Aurora Rowe and Christian Harris coming over from the Houston Texans as a free agent. And it said while early round draft picks, Avion Terrell and Kendall Daniels figure to play in their key roles absolutely, because I expect Avion Terrell to start in the slot, and I expect Kendall Daniels to get a lot of playing time in that Mike linebacker role, in a reserve role well, he could play alongside Divine Diablo, but I think Christian Harris got that spot sold up. But you could see the young linebackers, Harold Perkins and Kendall Daniels, getting a lot of play in this 3-4 defense, because you can use either one of those guys as an edge rusher too, if need be. But it's a lot of, the defense improved with the pickups, and I just said that about those guys having key roles. And it says, although it remains to be seen how this team will get gel following major roster overhaul under a new coaching staff, I wouldn't be surprised. It wouldn't be wise to bet against Stefanski rapidly transforming this underperforming program into a powerhouse. And the reason why they say that is because that first season in Cleveland, that's why I get it. And that's why I keep telling y'all. That first season in Cleveland, it just tells everything, man. Especially if he has a quarterback that can make plays. Penix has a strong arm. Tua has the accuracy. You got to differentiate between both. And like I said, both can get playing time once Penix get healthy. And whichever one gets on the gets into the groove and gets to the offense and can lead this offense correctly, I think that's the one that's going to finish up the season. And I think, again, this could be a playoff team, and I agree, and I've said that before. So we'll see how it plays out. And one more thing, the reason why, and I meant to mention this, the reason why it's not just the offense and the offensive weapons and putting points on the board, but you got to be able to stop somebody. Last year, they were, to me, a top 15 defense in the league. Yeah, they struggled against the run, but against the pass, they had one of their best seasons in years, and also 57 sacks, career high. Jeff Ulbricht brings back the staff that he had. He did lose Jerry Gray, but Justin Hood, who learned under Jerry Gray, is going to take over as a secondary coach. And Nate Ollie, with the energy he brings to that defensive line, I think they don't skip a beat. They did lose a veteran on Yamada, but Mason Smith, since he was traded from Jacksonville, has been playing pretty well. Then you look at adding Samson Ebukam and adding Aziz Ojolari to the rotation with James Pierce and Jalen Walker. More speed and more power. I absolutely love it. So it just all they have to do is just gel. If they can gel and let the defense carry them until the offense is ready and they can put up enough points to win football games early on. If they are 500 or a little bit above 500 at the trade deadline, this is definitely a playoff team. Definitely a playoff team, because if you look at last season, they beat two of the best teams in the league in Buffalo and the Los Angeles Rams. So that let me know that they are heading in the right direction. Bijan had 2,300 yards from scrimmage, and he's only going to be in the MVP conversation a little bit more this year. But, yeah, that's my quick thought on it, man. Let me know what y'all think. Drop them comments in the comment box. Let's debate. Let's have fun as always, man. Y'all know how we do it on Sports Machine. This your boy, Anto, signing off. I will holler at y'all soon, man. Peace.